You're just trying to confuse me with your fancy vault education and your textbooks.
No matter how you look at it, Fallout 3 is a massive game with more choices and options than most would care to count. And amongst those options is the entire avenue of how you build your character. There's a lot of debate on just how you should go about building a persona, but in the end, it's all up to you. However, there are things that educated gamers will never overlook, and some of those things are bobbleheads. If you don't already know what they are, bobbleheads are small collectible objects strewn across the Capital Wasteland that represent the skills and special attributes that define your post-apocalyptic avatar. There are two types of bobbleheads in the game, special and skill. Special bobbleheads add a single point to one of your 7 special attributes, while the skill bobbleheads add a full 10 points to one of the 13 skill sets. First, I'll tackle the 13 skill bobbleheads, and start with the medical one. By far, it's the easiest one to grab because it's available before you even leave Vault 101. It's located in the medical center on your father's desk. You have 3 opportunities to grab it. The first is right before you take the goat, second is during your escape from the vault, and third is when and if you return to the vault during the quest Trouble on the Home Front. The second bobblehead is Barter, which is located in the lower levels of the Evergreen Mills Bazaar. Just so you know, Evergreen Mills is located in the southwest region of the map, directly west of Megaton and directly north of Tenpenny Tower. A word of warning though, Evergreen Mills is absolutely crawling with raiders and they have a behemoth captive, so you'll be in for a fight whenever you go there. Anyways, to get the bobblehead, you first need to enter the foundry, which is the main building, and then go down to the bazaar through the door on the east wall of the first floor. In the bazaar area, there is a small room branching off of the eastmost chamber. On a set of shelves behind a counter with a workbench, you can find the collectible. The third bobblehead is the one for big guns, which is found in the CEO quarters of Fort Constantine. The fort is located in the very northern region of the map, northeast of Paradise Falls. The small house on the corner of the base is the location of the CEO quarters. Just inside, in the immediate basement from the bedroom, is an open safe with the bobblehead sitting inside. For number 4, we have the explosives bobblehead, found at the WKML broadcast station, located more west than north of Paradise Falls, and directly south of the previously mentioned Fort Constantine. When you arrive at the broadcast station, there is a manhole behind and to the left of the building, hidden amongst the rocks. It is in the tunnel the manhole leads to that you can find the oh-so-desired collectible. The 5th bobblehead is the one for Lockpick, and it's found in the east offices of the Bethesda ruins, located north of Megaton. You'll find it sitting on a desk on the 2nd floor of the east offices, ironically enough, right in front of a wall safe. Bobblehead number 6 is the one for melee weapons, which is found in the virulent underchambers of the Dunwich building. The building in question is located in the southwest corner of the map, directly west of Tenpenny Tower. The Dunwich building is, to say the least, a creepy place and infested with feral ghouls of all kinds. Finding the bobblehead is fairly simple. All you have to do is keep going forward since the place is fairly linear. Be warned though, after a certain point, you can't turn back. The bobblehead itself is located at the top of a set of stairs just before the exit leading back to the main building. Next up is the 7th bobblehead, Repair, which is located in Evan King's house in the settlement of Arafu. Arafu is located more south and west of Paradise Falls, on what's left of an old highway bridge. If you want a map marker, you can talk to Lucy West in Megaton. Something to note is that in order to grab this collectible, you have to at least have a lock skill of 50 to break into Evan King's house, which is at the back of the settlement where the bridge is broken. 8th in line is the Science bobblehead, located in the living quarters area of Vault 106. The location of Vault 106 is northeast of Megaton and directly south of Paradise Falls. To get to the living quarters, take the right door in the first room past the entryway and follow the hall to a T section. Turn right and follow the hall as far as it goes, and at the end is the door to the living quarters area. From there, head for the doorway on the opposite wall in the far left corner. At the end of the preceding hall is a room with a shelf at the back which the science bobblehead sits on. The 9th bobblehead is the one for small guns, which is found in the National Guard depot located not in the DC ruins but on the very edge of them, south of Canterbury Commons. The collectible is located in a sealed storage room on the bottom floor. However, to get inside, you have to throw a lever on the top 3rd floor. In order to reach the lever, you have to go through the training section which leads to the office wing and exits to the main area right next to the lever. Once you throw the switch, the sealed door will open, and you can drop to the ground floor and proceed inside to find not only the bobblehead, but also a large stash of loot. Now we move on to bobblehead number 10, which is Sneak. This one is in the Yaogwai tunnels of the Yaogwai Cave Den. The den is located on the western edge of the map, more south than east of Little Lamplight, and northeast of Tenpenny Tower. The entrance to the tunnels section is on the far east side of the den. In the tunnels, the bobblehead is sitting on a box just behind a large stone column with a hole in it, which is in the first large chamber of the tunnel section. The 11th bobblehead, Speech, is found in Eulogy Jones' pad in Paradise Falls. Eulogy's pad is the building with the pool table and roasting Brahmin out in front. The bobblehead itself is sitting on a table next to a computer terminal in the main room. Moving along, we're now at bobblehead number 12, Unarmed, which is located in Rockopolis. Rockopolis itself is a hidden location, directly west of Smith Casey's garage and directly south of Little Lamplight. The location isn't marked and never will be, so you have to search for it. The entrance is a large boulder with a party banner hanging over it. Inside, just to the right, is the body of a ghoul, and next to him is the unarmed bobblehead. Finally, we come to the last skill bobblehead, Energy Weapons. You cannot grab this collectible until you progress through the main story enough, but once you do, you'll find yourself in the Raven Rock bunker. I also need to mention that you have one single chance to acquire this item, because once you exit Raven Rock, you cannot go back inside. Anyway, when you do find yourself in Raven Rock, you'll start out in a holding cell. Exit it and turn left, then follow the winding corridor. When it ends, go through the large door to the left of the large map, up to the mess hall, and then through the door opposite the one you enter through. Follow the small U-shaped hall to find a door to level 2. Exit the room you enter into through the door on the right, then go through the door on the left in the small lab. Pass through the small hallway and turn right, following the large corridor all the way down through the large bulkhead door. When the hall ends, go through the door on the left to find the Energy Weapons bobblehead on a desk in the corner. That's the bulk of the bobbleheads in Fallout 3, and even though it's not necessary to find them, it's definitely a good idea to go looking for them. However, I haven't covered all of the bobbleheads in the game. The remaining 7 will be covered in the next half of the Fallout 3 bobblehead guide from Visage Guides and Kerosene Dreams.
You're still standing here, and I can't think why. Seems to me you ought to be out searching the wastes.